What's up, guys? Brent Fierstead, personal trainer, Dream to Achieve Fitness. Going to talk to you about creatine today. Creatine, as far as a fuel source in our body, it's in the phosphagen system. That's where we create our creatine. And creatine is also found in the skeletal muscle. The benefits of creatine is going to help with your type 2 muscle fibers, which are your fast twitch muscle fibers. So athletes, it's going to help with plyometrics, speed burst, speed and agility, quick bursts, quick reaction type things. It's going to help with power, strength, and energy also. There's tons of different forms of creatine out there as far as supplements. Be on the lookout for those. The most #1 studied one right now is creatine monohydrate. Honestly studied and tested, so I know it works. You can look it up. That's the #1 tested supplement besides whey protein, so check that out. There is tons of different other creatines out there: creatine malate, nitrate, phosphate, creatine gases, crealkaline. There's a bunch of different creatines out there, and I have tried Muscle Farms creatine, which is a matrix blend of different types of creatine, and I can honestly say, you know, I liked it. I've had monohydrates before. I can't really tell the difference of the two. My power and my strength definitely went up through the Muscle Farm matrix mix. But right now what I'm taking is it's called Creatine from Barthel Nutrition. This is a beta-alanine with creatine monohydrate, just monohydrate. And I've noticed, you know, my strength and power going up with that. But, you know, I do train heavy right now, so I can't key and say, you know, that's really helping. But like I said, tested and proven to work, so it is worth your money and time as long as you get a good blend and something that's not going to be bloating in your system. So as far as things that people say happen with creatine, bloating, you know, water retention, things of that nature, it won't happen. The only thing that would happen with that is if you took your creatine monohydrate with like a dextrose or, you know, some kind of simple sugar to kind of burst into your muscle fiber and absorb a lot more water. So bloating and water retention, it's honestly not going to happen with creatine. You hear it does, but in my eyes, my opinion, I haven't had that problem unless you're taking it, like I said, with dextrose or whey protein. Whey protein's definitely going to bloat you up with that creatine monohydrate. Honestly, I take it after my workouts, 5 grams. Best time to take it is after my workout, just because my body needs, you know, fuel. Creatine, I'll take that with carbolin, which is a carb source. I recommend taking your creatine with a carb source just because it's going to increase the uptake by almost 50% more. So that's why I take it after my workout, because my body needs, like I said, energy and nutrients to repair those muscles and tissues that you just torn up. Another thing about creatine is you don't need to load it. You'll see on these company brands, on the bottles and things of that nature, they say there's a loading stage with their creatine. This is how they sell their product to you, and you got to buy a shit ton more. You know, you'll waste, you know, 3/4 of the jug loading, and then you got to fucking go back and buy another jug. So honestly, guys, loading's not necessary. Your body already makes creatine as is, and we get it from meat sources. So if your creatine pool, let's say a pool that's filled up with water, you supplement with creatine, you're just going to piss that shit out just like a multivitamin. So just be careful with that. No loading. Also, no cycling in my eyes, my opinion. Cycling meaning you go on creatine for a month or 2 or whatever, and then you go off for a couple weeks, and then you cycle and do another cycle of creatine. Honestly, you don't need to do that. My light's going out here. Don't need to do that. Like I said, no loading, no cycling. All is good with that. I take 5 grams a day, no matter non-workout or workout. Non-workout days, I'll take it directly or right away in the morning, just because I fasted through the night. It's kind of like a workout. Your body needs nutrients and macronutrients. So I'll take that creatine with my breakfast and absorb it into my body right away in the morning. And then workout days, I'll take it after the workout.